Hello and welcome to today's crypto review video, and in today's video we'll be talking about the most futuristic and community-led socio-economic blockchain architecture as quoted by the team here, called Dao1, with the ticker symbol Dao1. It is an Ethereum based token, so we'll take a quick look at CoinGecko to see what information do we have. So yeah, the ticker symbol is exactly the same as the project. It's an ERC20 token. We can see the smart contract address here on CoinGecko. If you copy this and we actually take this to etherscan.io, which we'll look at in a moment, and you can see what the max supply is. So again, CoinGecko are reporting it correctly here. The max supply is 3,600,000. We don't know the circulating supply, and it's currently trading at $3.09 on average across all the different exchanges. So we don't know what the market cap is. However, assuming that all the supply would have been released to the public, right, in circulation, then that would put it at a 11 million market cap with this current price. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. So obviously for this reason, we know that the market cap is much lower, below 10 million, probably even less than 5 million at the moment. And as always, for transparency, just so you know, this is a sponsored video. So yeah, if you look here on etherscan.io, we can just refer to the max total supply, 3,600,000 with the smart contract address, the decimals, etc., to add it to MetaMask if you do decide to do so. You can see a list of all the holders here, of course, on Etherscan as always. Somebody's holding here, the Dao1 deployer is actually holding 70.5%, so it's to do with the smart contract. Okay, there's also the Polygon Matic bridge, the ERC20 bridge, because they are working with Matic, that's holding 19.6%. Uniswap's holding 2.9%, and so on. So that's just something to see here, and then all the other holders. So now let's take a look at their tokenomics here. So we've got their updated tokenomics here. The total supply is 3,600,000, as we've mentioned, that's 100%. Now the team hold 8.5%, which is 306,000. Development is 9.5%, marketing 6.5%, advisory 7%, seed round got 8.5%. Pre-sale strategic round 5, pre-sale private round 15.4, public round was 5.5, launchpad support was 1.25, and staking farming rewards is going to be 22.25. So that's how many are allocated to that. So as you can see here, the majority are allocated to the staking and farming rewards, which does get unlocked by stakers here. Let's zoom out a little bit. So it gets unlocked for stakers and farmers upon deployment. 70% used for SafeSwap and QuickSwap, 35% each. And 30% of the token will be used in the Uniswap at TGE. And 2% of the token supply is reserved for exchange listing liquidity. So that's just something to look at here when you evaluate it. Again, very, very low supply token. So let's go back here to the market section. So here you can see all the exchanges that they're listed on. And now it does only say Uniswap and QuickSwap, but they are also listed on a SafeSwap and also on two centralized exchanges, and that's Barter Trade and Bilaxy as of the 8th of June. So now let's go back here to their website and kind of take a look at some of the features that they've got. But just one thing to quote here is that Dao1 is not just another DeFi project. It does offer a gamut of services and focuses on the community. It's a real Dao1 from day one. So unlike other projects, Dao1 will bring Dao1 implementation from the day it is launched. The community members can execute their voting rights just by holding Dao1 tokens. Okay, so it's to do with a decentralized autonomous organization. As you probably know, this term DAO has always been used for that, right? And we know that many projects are using this term as well. So here you could see the Matic contract address as well, the Ethereum contract address here. Again, you can see the exchanges that it's on, and these are the decentralized exchanges: QuickSwap, Uniswap, and SafeSwap. They're also in the press, so they've been mentioned on Yahoo Finance, Coindex, MarketWatch, Medium as well. They've got a Medium article if you want to read all the different articles there within Medium, Benzinga, and so on here. Now, with regards to the features, so we've got the governance, which we know that this is what it's all about, right? Because it is the decentralized autonomous organization, a decentralized fund. Okay, we've got the decentralized fund here. So let's talk about the decentralized fund a bit. If you go to learn more here, you can get more information here, but I'm going to try and keep this short and summarize it for you. So the community can either invest automatically through a preset risk level, which one chooses, or one can simply use the expert advice to make to make one's own decisions. Another feature of the decentralized fund is how the community can benefit from each other. The community can copy each other's trades and learn from each other's mistakes, or make their own funds in which other community members can participate. And the hybrid advisory is a feature on top of the decentralized fund, a combination of man and machine. Now, with the experience of industry experts and implementation of AI and ML, one can get the best possible advice on crypto investments. And finally, that will help the community to steer away from shady projects with bad intentions and maximize potential returns. So that's great to see here. Now let's go back to the main page here, and the next point that I want to talk about is with regards to their hackathon. So they've got this upcoming hackathon here, which is to bring real talent on board and to support hidden tech geeks, and this is going to run from the 30th of June to the 2nd of July. Now Dao1 is launching the international hackathon, where Dao1 will support the best teams financially and provide a complete ecosystem for them to grow in. Now one is already launching, which is merely like 2 weeks launch away, and in order to participate, again, the link can be found in the description of this video. And Dao1 is focusing on Asian countries and giving international exposure to local developers. Participating teams in the hackathon will be judged by the top of the industry, such as ex-Google high-ranking people and venture capital funds, and the prize money is up to $25,000. So to move on to the next topic here, which is the crypto venture and startup fund. Now, the inclusion of the community and removing of the financial boundaries, to quote a team here. So anyone with at least $100 can participate in the fully licensed crypto venture and startup fund. It effectively means that anyone, regardless of their financial position or nationality, is able to invest directly as an angel investor early in the new projects, such as seed and strategic rounds. The projects chosen for investment by the fund will be carefully handpicked by the top industry experts, which already have years of experience inside the blockchain industry. The community will also gain access to the hackathon winners' projects, early stage funding rounds, and thus be able to have a real say in the development of these projects. Next, let's talk about the charity collectible NFTs. Now, during the difficult pandemic, Dao1 is willing to serve the community by offering the charity platform where any artist can sell their art in the form of NFTs and donate the funds to the charities which are picked by the community. So that's something interesting, and you can read more about it here if you want to understand how the whole thing works. Next, let's talk about staking, because staking is the topic that everyone enjoys, right? Now, the backbone of DeFi is staking and yield farming. So Dao1 will be offering a high percentage APR on staking. Okay, and initially it's going to be a high APR on yield farming as well. So let's talk about the different points here with regards to staking. Now, staking is not yet going to be released, so it's going to take a while before they're fully implemented, and it's due to happen on the 17th of June. Okay, so it is a little bit of a wait, 6 more days to go at the time of doing this video. So yeah, you basically lock your cryptocurrency and rewards, you earn passive income to draw Dao1 staking pool and implement key changes via the community-based voting. Now, it also offers long-term staking, so it's basically offered to the users who wish to lock tokens for a long period of time, and can receive extra bonuses as a reward. So not necessarily for a long period, you can also do so for a shorter period. So the staking mechanism on Dao1 is flexible when it comes to the minimum staking amount and duration, and that's very important because we know that with some staking projects you do need to lock up for maybe a month, maybe 2 weeks, right, which is not so long, but in this case it is flexible. So that's just something to keep in mind, which is good to know, right? Now, with regards to the yield farming, so yield farming is going to have 6 pools, and in all 3 dexes. So all 3 dexes which are supported by Dao1, which I've already mentioned: Uniswap, QuickSwap, and SafeSwap. So on the 11th of June, we're going to see the 6 pools launch. Okay, so that's today, actually, at the time of doing this video. It's probably going to be launched later today, so just check out their latest updates. Again, you need to follow them on social media to be up to date with what's going on. Basically, if you follow their Twitter page, you join them on Telegram, read their latest Medium articles. Again, all the links will be found in the description. Now, next we're going to talk about yield farming, but just before I forget to talk about that, just to let you know that the project has actually been launched on Wi-Fi DAI. That's the launchpad that this project has been launched on, because you may be wondering, where did they launch Dao1? Well, that's where they launched that, on the Wi-Fi DAI launchpad. Now, with regards to yield farming, so yield farming on DAO1 allows token holders to earn by depositing their DAO1 and ETH tokens into liquidity pools of DEXs like Uniswap, SafeSwap, and QuickSwap. And as liquidity providers, they get a share of the transaction fees generated by the exchange, which is usually around 0.3% based on their share of the total pool of funds. With regards to yield farming, it is going to launch with 6 pools on all 3 DEXs that are being supported at the moment. So that's due to launch on the 11th of June, which is today. Now let's take a look at the team to see what they're about. So we've got Leo G here, who's the chief strategist, Francesco D, who's the business operations guy, and we've got head of partnerships here, head of community, etc. And they've all got LinkedIn profiles associated to their names, so you can see their background, and that's great. Next, let's take a look at the FAQs. So here you could find out more about what is the DAO1, what is the platform fully developed, how to earn DAO1, what are your selection criteria for the incubation program. You could see more information here. What's the smart contract address, which we already know. What's DAO1's mission, exchange partnerships, DAO1 chain. So yeah, it's great to be able to see all of this information here, and even GitHub, right? They've got GitHub here. Let's take a quick look at GitHub just to see their activity. So yeah, we could see that they're using the Solidity programming language, which is on Ethereum. If you go to repositories here, let's go to repositories, you can see we've got the snapshot spaces, which was updated 5 days ago, and the mean smart contract, which was updated 17 days ago. So there is activity here. Now, unfortunately, we cannot see any contributors here, so I do need to log into GitHub to be able to see activities such as the contributors themselves. Now, because unfortunately I'm not logged in, I can't see the contributors here. So yeah, you can see all the different updates that were made here. It does tell you the person who has made the update here, so 9 days ago, 6 days ago, and so on. So yeah, this is pretty much it here. I think I've covered every single detail here. So again, if you have any more questions, don't forget to just follow them on social media. Again, all the links will be found in the description of this video. And as always, if you have questions that I may be able to help with, drop me a comment below and I'll try to get the answer for you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.